It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. And tonight, Shaq, we're going to see Gordon Hayward, one of the most versatile, talented swingmen in the league.
First, Ernie, let's give this guy a hand clap.
All right.
A hand clap?
Yes.
How about a round of applause?
Yes,
A round of applause. There you go.
You know, great to see him back in action. Takes a lot of courage to overcome that kind of injury.
Yes, he's tireless worker, and I love his game. He makes improvements to his game every single year, so this will be a lot of fun.
And now it's time for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we know when you talk about dedication, Chris Paul is among the greatest. Now, he says, I have a scary passion for basketball.
Tremendously competitive with great attention to detail, David. Thanks. And kind of rare, a battle of the pivot men tonight, Clark. What are some of the traditional things a center you think can still do to help his team win in this era of basketball?
Well, I think there are a number of things. One, you think about taking up space at both ends, being a rim protector defensively, and also quarterbacking the defense from behind the perimeter defenders is one way. And then on the offensive end, banging that glass, setting solid screens, again, using size to take up space and put pressure on the defense.
There'll always be room for the big man in this game, though, don't you think?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. His role changes, what all he does changes, but some of the basics never go out of style.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Jackson is out there with Antetokounmpo, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Paul in at the point guard. Here's the pass to Thompson. Kicks it out to Paul. 6 to shoot. The 11-footer misses off the left iron.
Got to give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
Good work there as it goes.
Boy, the heart of Walker, that competitive spirit, he's never afraid to go inside, and he's got a lot of different ways he can score in there.
Now here's Paul. Gasol, a screen on Walker. Paul kicks to Antetokounmpo. Gobert pulls it in.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now, here's Thompson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. It's stolen by Gobert. Nobody near Leonard. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Now here's Paul. Gasol passes to Paul. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Paul against Walker. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
They know he's looking for him, so it's easy to see why Paul's teammates love him.
Gobert the screen. Here's Leonard. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots, yes, that's good.
Pass to Thompson. Outside Jackson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Gasol, a screen on heel. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And here is Paul, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Green kicks to Walker. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Leonard the pass to Gobert. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Well, this is something that Kobe has said in the past with the Lakers organization. It is championship or bust.
Well, I think you need that type of culture and mentality to have a chance to win championships. I believe the Lakers have done a good job of maintaining that mentality throughout the years.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Los Angeles on D. Smart with the ball. Outside Gasol. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too.
Now here's Smart. Tipped away. Outside Walker. Outside Leonard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The screen from Thompson. Smart against Hield. Shoots from the baseline, and Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 6 points.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Smart against Teal. Right side to Walker. Outside Leonard. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. The finish and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Really amazing. Absolutely astonishing how accomplished Antetokounmpo is on defense. I mean, he's disruptive wherever he is on the floor defensively.
Now here's Walker. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Obviously, the game is played with a more wide-open style now, Clark. Name a few old-school bigs who continue to make an impact.
Well, I like what Andre Drummond does. The big fella's a glass-eating machine. Still needs to refine his moves and shooting touch, but his athleticism and rebounding off the charts. Blake Griffin stands out as well. Highly skilled, very, very athletic. Steven Adams, obviously a big guy who plays an old-school game, rim protector, finisher, good hands, great strength. Dwight Howard, you know, he's on the backside of his career, but you think about what he was able to do in his prime as a shot blocker, rebounder, finisher. He's got some old-school qualities as well.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Green, and it's LeVert in for Buddy Hield. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level, too.
Leonard, the open look, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Leonard's got 13.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Yeah, this is a big lead right now, a big one, and they've seized momentum and showing no signs of letting it go.
Toronto calls timeout. Checked in for Gobert. And Toronto also making a switch. Marcus Morris is checked in for Marc Gasol. Here's Smart. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From 13, and the Raptors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 11. Outside, Walker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I love how efficient Walker is. The Connecticut alum continues to just thrive on the offensive end.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86%
Take a break.
from the strike.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
That's good from Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker hits them both. Raptors trail by 13. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Toronto with the ball. Smart kicks to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Walker. Thompson inside. Working on Walker. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Now, here's Bagley. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Bagley's got his first 2 points.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Los Angeles on D. 15-point game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Here's Horford. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. That one drops for him. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Good.
And guys, it's going to take something very good from the D to stop him from that range. And that was not going to get it done.
Now, here's Walker. 7 points in the game. Horford with the screen on Thompson. LeVert the pass to Horford. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Raptors trail by 16. They set the pick. Shot off the pick by Thompson. And another basket for Toronto.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played, and that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies, and it's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Kemba Walker making his last shot. The turnaround. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
You know, with his athletic ability, Antetokounmpo could almost get away with not having a jump shot, but he's got one anyway.
Now here is Horford. He has 5. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
And stolen by Ayton. Caldwell Pope against Walker. Caldwell Pope kicks to Antetokounmpo. Thompson left side. Tipped away. 4 on the clock. Here's Ayton. They get the rebound. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Shot's good by Walker.
Walker ready to shoot as soon as he catches the ball there. Great anticipation from the veteran guard.
Raptors trail by 14. The fadeaway. Toronto gets it back in a new 24. And it's sent back by Horford. And he recovers it. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Hayward outside. Here's LeVert. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Passes it to Walker. Over Morris. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Can't hit that one. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 12. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
And he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Ayton. Marcus Morris is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Paul in at the 1. Derek Favors checked in for Marcus Morris.
Derek Favors.
Hayward against Antetokounmpo. They set the screen. And the basket by Jackson.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Antetokounmpo hits the jump hook. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
There's Jackson with the 3, and another 3 for the Lakers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And stolen by Hayward. And here's the fast break. Pulls up for 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Caldwell-Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
2.
That free throw, no good. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense and is very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
And last season, not a beat missed for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played his same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And the future Hall of Famer loves to dish the rock. Paul has a pass-first mentality. He makes everyone around him better.
Now here's Green. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Clark, for KCP, you play him for the defense and just hope he helps you out on the offensive side in some way.
Well, you know, he's never been an efficient scorer, Kevin, but you don't need him to be. I mean, the steals are always going to be there, and he's a nuisance on that end of the floor and can guard just about any perimeter position. He's also improved his rebounding, which allows him to help in a lot of ways. So this guy defensively on the glass, he's a winner and a keeper.
Here is Hayward following the basket by Marc Gasol. 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Derek Favors.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin.
Take a break.
The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Jackson comes in for Derek Favors, and Smart subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's off on the second.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Raptors trail by 14. And the Raptors call time here. And, Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Wasted no time on that one. Paul's got his first basket.
Well, you got to play up on Paul because he's so good at getting separation off the screen and then capitalizing.
Gobert, the screen. Leonard, no luck.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
Nice shot by Smart.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Gasol, a screen on Jackson. Paul dishes to Smart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block. Right side, Green. And Green slams it in.
haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
Gasol hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 8. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. All up top from outside the arc. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Gasol. Ball against Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Paul. Over in the corner, Gasol. And it falls over the rim and in. Gasol's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Jackson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Lakers lead by 9.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Paul kicks to Gasol. Over Gobert. Gasol, no good.
They don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Thompson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Thompson against Leonard. Shoots a fader. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson against Leonard. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. Here's Paul. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Lakers leading by 9. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. And yes, it's good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Green inside the three-point line. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
I'm still kind of trying to figure out how that one went in. Don't think they drew it up that way, but hey, it still counts because it worked.
It's stolen by Gobert. And Green with the basket on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Paul. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Leonard. And he drops it in from the low post. And And the Lakers lead by 13.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away.
Timeout.
I love the tenacity. Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Bagley comes in for Green. LeVert's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Walker subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Ayton, he's checked in for Toronto. Morris comes in for Smart. Score the basket, his 8th, 8 for 13 from the floor.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Walker against Paul. He kicks it to Jackson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Horford.
Both prolific and efficient. Ultra competitive as well. Paul is a double-double threat who shoots a very high percentage from the floor and line.
Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That one is off.
You know, it's funny, guys. I'm still not sure that Chris Paul gets enough credit for just how special he is as a player. I'm not sure why that is. I mean, very few players in league history have been able to impact the game at both ends of the floor at his elite level.
He hits the second from the line. And you look at Chris Paul's numbers, they stack up to any point guard that's ever played the game. Clark, what do you think is the most underrated part of Chris Paul's game?
Well, I would think it would be his defense and his perimeter shooting. I don't think he gets the credit for being the perimeter shooter he is, but defense would stand out to me.
Here's Paul. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. And here is Paul. 8 points for him. Out to Thompson, lock at 6. Jackson in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
2 shots.
That's good from Kemba Walker. Some changes for Toronto. Derek Favors checked in for Jackson. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Marcus Morris. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know, DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him.
Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and he certainly could use his help.
Horford with a screen on Thompson. To the middle, off the screen, and a dunk by Horford.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Leonard. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Walker the pass to Horford. Back to Walker. Horford with the screen on Paul. Walker against Paul. And the pass to LeVert. Lets the three fly. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. LeVert's got 5 points in the quarter.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter when given room to fire.
Antetokounmpo passes to Paul. Up and in on the layup.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the lip.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Some great work from them with the 3-ball. They came in with the idea that they can attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Rudy Gobert is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Now here's Paul. Jackson a screen on Leonard. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Charity stripe shot. Jackson knocks it loose.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
Hield the pass to Green. Outside, Walker. Green with a screen on Paul. And Paul over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Toronto has possession. Raptors trail by 12. Inside, Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Hield dishes to Walker. Gobert can't hit. Raptors are gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Paul outside. Pass to Thompson. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. There's the screen. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it falls over the rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto. Antetokounmpo on the double team. And Jackson with the block. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Hield, and good that time. Hield's got 5 now.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Jackson setting the pick here for Antetokounmpo. That's tipped. It's stolen by Green. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. The shot, no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. Leonard, that's for 2. Again, Los Angeles.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And the Raptors call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Green against Jackson. Back to Paul. Gasol, a screen on Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. Tries again. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
For Toronto, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Lakers leading by 7. Poked away. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Paul. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Paul not allowing the defense to dictate his shot selection. Excellent concentration from the vet.
Gobert the screen. To the inside. Green against Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And they're pushing it up. Thompson against Hield. Paul outside. Over Walker. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And it's Leonard, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hield. That shot misses. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And Thompson kicks to Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall. Lakers leading by 5.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the official. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
And he makes the first. The Raptors making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Raptors trail by 7. Paul passes to Jackson. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Yep, it counts. Walker's got 4 this quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Now here's Green, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Hield against Smart. Here's Jackson. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Al Horford is checked in for the Lakers.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Lakers leading by 6. Now Walker, 16 points for him. Horford sets a screen for Leonard. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Ball against Walker. Unloads from 9. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Chris Paul.
You know, I don't care how tight you play him. It's very hard to keep Paul from knocking that shot down. His in-between game is lethal. Can't get more open than that. No idea how he mistimed that mid-range shot. Maybe he was too open.
Now here's Smart. Outside Gasol. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Leonard. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Fantastic read by Antetokounmpo. I mean, ready to attack or spring up for the jump shot. Whatever the defense is willing to give him, that's what he takes.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 19. Over to the wing. Outside, Walker. From deep. Paul with the defensive effort. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Gasol, a screen on Leonard. Pass to Smart. For the tie. Gets the bucket and the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Mind the lane.
The Lakers making a switch
One
here.
shot.
LeVert's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Checked in for Green. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. A 3 from Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Smart. 7 points in the game. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Walker the pass to Bagley. They need this one. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Toronto trailing. Gasol setting the pick for Paul. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. Now off the inbound. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play. Executed beautifully, too.
Here's Walker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 1.
An unselfish guy who enjoys setting his guys up. Bagley has impressive vision for a big fella.
Now here's Paul. 14 points for him.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Down low, Gasol with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And Walker kicks to Horford. Back to Walker. Horford with the screen on Paul. Walker in the post, defended by Paul. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 20.
I think scoring is what Walker does best. He's phenomenal at that aspect of the game. He scores in a lot of ways.
Left side, Gasol. Count it, and the foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
One shot.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Free throw good, Gasol.
And you know, by now, I don't think there's much question. Mark and his brother Powell are the best 1-2 brother punch in NBA history. How about over 30,000 points combined?
Now here is Horford. 7 points in the game. Walker the pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Horford sets a screen for Leonard. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3-ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
And, you know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
Leonard the pass to LeVert. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right, though.
Now here's Paul. He's got 14. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pocket 6. Gasol a screen. Off the pick. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Ball against Walker. Kicks to Leonard. Over onto Antetokounmpo. No good there.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Toronto. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Raptors leading by 5, so the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Thompson. Ayton is out there with Marc Gasol. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Paul in at the point guard position.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Walker. Off the pick. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
LA's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Thompson outside. Paul against Walker. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Paul kicks to Gasol. Back to Paul. Over Walker. And again, it's Toronto converting.
That possession nearly gets away from him, but then here comes CP3 to the rescue.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Leonard. Here's LeVert. Antetokounmpo defending. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from LeVert.
And LeVert showing how confident he is in his jumper, Kevin. He's got a nice soft release and is a very skilled guard.
Gasol setting the pick for Thompson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
And the Lakers with some changes. Gobert comes in for Al Horford. And it's Buddy Hield in for LeVert. Jackson, he's checked in for Toronto. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Walker the pass to Hield. Gobert the screen. Shot on the wing. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to Thompson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And now it's an 11-point Raptor lead.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
From deep, Walker. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Beautiful stuff from CP3, figuring out every single way to exploit the weakness of the defense.
Timeout called the Lakers. And Chris Paul still looking for his first title. This Rockets team represents his best shot, Clark, but last year they couldn't quite get it done.
Well, the big reason for that, Kevin, was the fact that Chris Paul was unable to play in Game 6 and 7 against Golden State. He was so instrumental in key moments throughout that series. Had they had him in Game 6 and 7, I think they very well could have been playing for a championship last year.
Got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Come on, get up! Get up!
Hield against Paul. Leonard on the wing. Stolen by Jackson.
TO number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player.
And Thompson kicks to Jackson. Offline with his 3. Lakers trail by 13. To stop the run. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Now here's Paul. Down low. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Ayton, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. Jackson, a screen on Leonard. Antetokounmpo. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And, you know, it's obvious why Antetokounmpo is an MVP candidate. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Now, here's Walker. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Walker in the corner. 3-pointer.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points now.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Jackson in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. Lakers trail by 15. Here's Leonard. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Leonard's got 24.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Paul dishes to Thompson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Now here's Walker. He kicks it to Gobert. Back to Walker. To the paint. In the corner, it's Hield. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Paul against Walker. There's the pick. Thompson shoots off the screen, and again it's Toronto converting.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Hield kicks to Walker. Green with a screen on Antetokounmpo, and that one's good. Leonard.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Paul passes to Jackson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. It's stolen by Gobert.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Outside, Green. Hield kicks to Walker. Gobert with a screen for Walker. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, that's why Walker's the guy that really stirs the drink for them. Such a really good understanding of the pick and roll.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Now here's Gobert. Leonard inside. Antetokounmpo defending. And it's Leonard missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside, Green. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Paul against Walker. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Thompson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Over Antetokounmpo. Leonard, no luck. Raptors leading by 13. Paul outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Green. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Green with a screen on Jackson. Hield the pass to Walker. Green with a screen for Walker. Yes! And the foul. Oh, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Shooting one.
That's good from Kemba Walker. And Kemba Walker brings you so much production, but maybe even more important, Clark, are the intangibles he brings.
Yeah, I love the fact that this guy has tremendous heart, great confidence, competitive spirit. He's got a lot in his bag. All of that stuff is there, and his teammates feed off of his energy and resilience.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Now, here's Walker. Releases. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Walker's got 7 now in this quarter. Toronto leading by 10. Antetokounmpo kicks to Gasol. Back to Antetokounmpo. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Thompson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Healed from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Lakers trail by 13, and the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Of our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off, and they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Walker dishes to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Raptors leading by 13. Smart with the ball. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Out to Thompson. Pass to Smart. Shoots a 3.
Walker hustling on defense is a sight to behold. I mean, proving he can use his speed and quick thinking to cause problems for the offense.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. From about 19 feet, and it's Leonard missing. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Poked loose. Walker against Smart. Inside. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. Gasol a screen. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Toronto.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Green. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot, and Leonard gets it to go.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
And here's Thompson. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Healed outside. Over Thompson. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this